Live. Well, hey there, everybody. JG Francoeur here with me, Patrick Francie, and we're joined today by our guest for this particular Facebook Live, Leonardo Luna. Now, we're talking about, so welcome, you guys. Welcome to Facebook Live. Leonardo, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me, Patrick. JG, thank you.
Patrick, I'm so honored that you would share the camera with me again. I mean,
we're on camera so often together. I don't know if I can do it alone anymore. It's like being afraid of the dark.
Leonardo, thank you so much for being here. Really excited to have you, and really excited to share your story, man. Give us just a kind of a brief history about you and where you come from, how long you've been doing this. Give us the details.
Okay. I'm an IT consultant. I've been an IT consultant for a while. It's a very, I'm a contractor. They usually call me when things are going really rough. So it's high density, have long hours, and I'm getting old. So I started thinking about my retirement more and more. So I started with the stock market, investing and learning. And as part of that learning, I came across the real estate investing books. I started realizing that's a better opportunity, or there's lots of opportunities, even better than the stock market. So I decided to start learning more. But because of my job, I don't have time to read books. Sometimes I don't know if this is a good book or a bad book. Maybe it's just a bunch of lies or somebody selling me something. So I had to pick somebody or some guidance. I didn't have the network to do all of this. So I found the RAIN. And I actually waited almost a year, at least minimum half a year, to get the big conference. I went in. I could realize, oh, this is for real. This is education. Nobody's selling me anything. Okay, I can trust this. I can make this happen. And I wanted to do more. I can see how I can optimize my time, to my little time that I have available to keep learning. So I joined Elite 52 as well, because that's exactly what I need. I'm a starting guy. I don't have a clue about real estate, just from books, but no action. And there's people who know this very well. So I wanted to keep learning more and efficiently. That's why I joined. That's that's how I got here.
So Leonardo, you're a busy guy. Like, you're working long hours, a lot of hours in the IT world, putting in time. You're fighting fires all the time. It's kind of the nature of the beast. So I'm sure there's lots of stress and all of that. I think in a previous conversation, you talked about the stock market. So it's not like you don't have any investments. You've invested in the stock market, but then you see real estate as the opportunity.
Yeah.
So being efficient, being the IT guy and the kind of the construct guy, you're going, we need to put the parts together to make this all make sense and to learn and have all of that along the line. So you joined as a RAIN member at Vancouver Acre, I believe. Is that the case, right?
Yes.
And then you also became a part of the Elite 52 coaching program, which is really what we want to dig into in this conversation. And JG may have a little slightly different objective, but I would like to ask the question about what's your experience been, because it's really early on in Elite 52. It's early on in your real estate investing kind of journey that you've just started in all aspects of it. So even from a RAIN point of view or Elite 52 point of view, what have you noticed? Because you're obviously a really smart guy. You think pragmatically. You plan. It's kind of your nature. You've got those engineer qualities. So, but just tell me in your words, what's your experience been with RAIN and Elite 52 specifically?
Well, something that caught me by surprise is the approach you took. I could see that you've been coaching a lot, because immediately you started from within, from the base. You didn't just start, or the program doesn't start in just giving you the technical, which I can read and pick up from any book. You start changing my way of thinking at the base. What do I want to do? What are my values? I wasn't expecting that, and I can see that that's a strong base for me to move forward. That's what's going to motivate me. It's going to make it easier for me to achieve my goals, realize my goals. So that took me to surprise. I'm enjoying this. I think it's very well thought of.
You did one of the exercises to start this whole program was called your context for living and defining your context for your life. And it's a pretty deep task to step into. And, we kind of laid it out in layers, but where you came to was pretty epic. How you articulated that, the narrative around it was pretty, like I read it. I'm the guy who gets to read this kind of amazing stuff. And how was that work for you? Like, was there any realizations that you had that you would share in all that, Leonardo?
Well, just to maybe tell you the story how it went. You gave an explanation. You gave us some homework. And you said this is the hard, difficult task you're gonna do because you're gonna have to go within. I said, oh, that's easy. And I just did a quick, dirty draft in 20 minutes, and then you came back with all the feedback. And then I got it. I said, oh, yeah, I see it's not going to be a 20-minute task. And I started spending a lot of more time and really going within, and it took me days and thinking. I was driving thinking, yeah, no, that's not right. And you came to realize some of the values I have based on what I do that I wasn't even aware of. And I started to be aware of what my real values are, and that gives me a lot of clarity of what I want to do next and how. So it was a really good exercise. It was difficult, not the 20 minutes I thought of.
Well, I think, Patrick, that's what I just heard. I just heard two things there, which are the epitome of Elite 52, which is clarity, what to do, and how to do it. And this is, and I love what Leonardo said, which is, this isn't where I thought you would start. And everyone's really going through that, Leonardo. You're not the only one. And I was, as I'm reviewing and this is all his homework, folks. You can't see it, but I mean, you've worked hard at it. Like, I can tell, like, draft and revision and draft and Patrick's red notes. And of course, Patrick puts all his notes in red, so they really make an impact. So I think that's fantastic. And one of the things I wanted to ask you about, Leonardo, is how do you feel about the technology, the way we set this up with the transparent ecosystem? As a tech guy, as an IT guy, do you have an appreciation for how we set this up so that it's all transparent? What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, it's very smooth. I haven't found anything. I don't know how you do it, because this is what I do, and I have a bunch of glitches going all over the time, and this is so smooth. Yes. So whoever is behind this is doing a great job. I'm loving it. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, we'll pass it on to the team because they've worked hard at it. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in your experience, that what I'm hearing so far is that even as a new investor, somebody who's not done this level of work before, there's a couple things that I want to get to here, JG, that Leonardo has really hit on, which is, one of the things that we talk a lot about is that if more strategies and tactics were the solution or the answer, we'd all be billionaires with six packs. And the reality of it is to your point, tactics and strategies are always available. There's that how-to kind of conversation can be had anytime, anywhere. It's always an ongoing thing of what Rain does and what we do. Refining it and tweaking it, that's all important. But until you get that foundational stuff really put together, it's pretty, would you find it difficult to even know where to start on the strategy and tactic, for example?
Yes, and I also want to say that it helps me with my real estate journey and trying to be efficient and gives me clarity, but it's changing the way I behave outside of my real estate journey, in my family and my job, because you started with the core. Yeah, it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. So I'm trying to see all the values now and giving me clarity in other aspects of my life. So this is helping. And your original question, Patrick, was, sorry, I missed it. I just wanted to say that.
Well, you actually answered it well enough in really to that
well,
point.
I was just about to say, one of the interesting things, Leonardo, and you really, you're new in the real estate world. So, but I gotta say that everyone watching this, there's a lot of jealous people right now because you did the hard work at first, and as a result, now you're going to be able. The rest is going to be so much easier, and that's what real estate investors have a hard time with, Patrick. Is they jump straight to the strategy, they jump straight to the tax, they jump into the other stuff too fast, and what ends up happening is they get stuck and they don't know why they're stuck. If the minute Leonardo hits an obstacle, which he will, just like everyone else, this isn't a magical program where you hit no problems, folks. You're gonna hit some problems, but the fact is that Leonardo is gonna be able to bust through them so much faster because he's got the clarity of where it comes from, and you really can't appreciate that until you go through it the way Leonardo's gone through it.
Thank you, Keith. Yes.
So Leonardo, let me ask you one question, because these are just meant to be short and kind of get a feedback, and so that viewers can actually look at the Elite 52 coaching program or REIN or whatever that is and say, now it's only for REIN members, so if you're not a REIN member, but for those REIN members watching or for those individuals who are considering it, Leonardo, you're green. I mean, you're a smart guy. You're really accomplished in the world that you're accomplished in. But were you intimidated by it at all? Did you have to work? Did we make it easy for you, or were you feeling pretty intimidated, or how did you, what's your version of it? How was your experience of it? Because if somebody who's listening who maybe not a REIN member or is a new REIN member thinking about Elite 52, and you're brand new, you're green as grass when it comes to real estate investing, how was your experience with that? Could you give somebody some confidence?
Yes, to be honest, in the beginning, I noticed the quality. I said, this is really high quality. I'm getting the experience from very experienced investors, experienced coaches. I felt I'm just a rookie. I'm not worth all of this. Maybe I'm doing more than I can handle, but no, I realized that this is for beginners just like me. So on the contrary, I felt more motivated. I'm kind of obligated. If I'm receiving all of this quality training and education and foundation, I should respond giving the same kind of quality from my part.
Love that. Top performer right there.
Yeah,
I love
that's
that.
amazing. That's great. I mean, that's so good. What are you most excited about next in the program, Leonardo?
Well, you kind of said it earlier. I'm trying to run as fast as I can to hit my next obstacle. Changing the foundation, I've started also from my end to not only the homework you do, but I'm trying to move everything from my end to start the real estate journey. Well, we've already started, but then to get it moving. So I'm just looking forward to get to my next obstacle. Things are moving along pretty well. Things that I didn't do before. Now it feels good to see things are moving now.
That's so great. Well, Leonardo, I appreciate your time. JG and I both appreciate your time, and we're excited to work with you. Kudos to the quality of work you're producing for yourself, and that you're actually stepping up to the challenge. And that's just a statement of character and a statement of some of your highest values and your commitment to your own financial future for you and your family. And we're excited to be a part of that. And listening to the work or reading the work that you've done and seeing the result of you taking the time to do it is really what we're built to do. And so it really lights us up when you get the kind of results that you get. So I really appreciate you sharing that.
No, thank you, Patrick. Thank you, JG. Looking forward for our next sessions.
We'll see you at the next coaching session and the next mastermind session, Leonardo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.